Hey Simon, I'm back now. So, what do you want? Oh, good, Jason. I'm glad to hear. So, I think I've just gathered all the datas, but I found all the datas has all been sorted. So though, Jason, I have just making a few long inches right now. So though we haven't got any other information from John because I think he's up to something or reality or something. Don't know where he went. But we didn't know where he was going, but we see it a long few times over here, but you know, whatever that is. So though, Jason, there is a problem. But though there was something going on with the other MWF thugs. One of the MWF was stranded or something. Didn't know what all these going on. So although, Jason, I think obviously, but there is some of the issues that we've seen, but you know, there is some kind of a problems though. So I think anyone who seen one of those MWF thugs were trying to commit everything that it's all been completed from. So though, have you ever been to Jefferson's house after you've been investigated? Have you been investigated the abandoned territories or like any of these abandoned bases? Have you just investigated already? Surely, yes, Simon, I did. So, for some reason, I have just took the pictures of 4 dead recon soldiers, but for some reason, they didn't make it. They all died, for some reason. But although, it's not a few changes all the time. Well, we came back in the first afternoon. So here's our deal. We never knew what's going on. We never knew what's going on in my life. So, this is it. Dead end. Hopefully we can make our ways to get everything what we needed for. Although it's not a change. But we didn't change it constantly. Though it's not changed. So one of the recon soldiers were dead. So we never know what's going on. But although it's not a case, but we never knew what's going on with our lives. So I did his job. So I was undercover. I changed the uniforms. So now I've seen one of those 4 dead bodies of recon soldiers. So then they didn't know what's going on with him. Personally, no, not really exactly. So it's not a few changes that it doesn't really matter what type does the recon soldiers have. So I didn't know what's happening down there. But although it's not changed frequently. But not just for them. It's from the other sides. But we didn't know what's happening all the time. We didn't get to this one, but you know, our first time that we didn't see, but it seems to be changed a little. Just a bit more frequent. But not just for the change, actually. Well, yeah. So, like I said, Simon, but, yeah, I just completed Jefferson's plans, so I did my first job. That's it. That's all I need. So though, I think you have getting it at risk or something, but let me check my pressure. Yeah, it's fine now, Simon, but I think the pressure's fine. It's all good now, Simon, but I did the right thing. I figured out when everything's changed, so then that is my deal. I'll have to deal with anyone that doesn't impacting anyone else. So I have to keep myself going, so then here's my deal. So yeah, although it wasn't the changes, the policies, but they don't change the policies for the whole time. So as I say, yeah, whatever you want to do is keep yourself peeled. I have to keep myself peeled, but for some reason I do really care about what it means, but it's up to us now, Simon, but it's up to everybody's. It's up to everybody's in the whole plans. But we do not know what we are going to do is take care of it and say yeah. But whoever that is, it's a long story. A long story as we know. But you know something. There is a real things happening all the time. So yeah. Permanently, well, for some reason, I did Jefferson's plans, so just to let you know I'm done. Oh, good, Jason. I know you did Jefferson's plans, but I knew that you've done something real good, but I knew this is kinda not feel frustrated, but you know, for some reason, I'm not kinda feel frustrated if I were you. But for some other reasons, one of those DNA test results hasn't been complied. So though, if anyone approaches it, so then, but there is a deal. If there's no deals though, but we have a deal. We have a deal with John. If we get all the information for John, then here is the plan. But though, you might get everything what you needed for. If you get everything when you wanted. So though, if it's not even a test, so then, but you get them all right, haven't you, Jason? So though, if it's not a real particular hard like this, but you know, you should keep saying that for the whole time. So then, there you go. If they said to you though, Jason, if you think there is a problem, so then, so that means you might have a problem. But there is a week. The week after, as I say. But you do believe me though, Jason. Maybe we should do it as we wish for. So Jason, I have just checked every datas. So all the datas were completed and secured. So Jason, is there any ways that we can do without any other components? Any ways? Actually, yes. Before we can do that as we wish for, Simon, hopefully there is more plans that we always want to do. We get everything what we needed for is to take care of what we always going to do for the next mission. But of course. So then we will know what's going on as we're waiting for, but we're waiting for a next attack as we speak. Just checking my pressure too, just like yours. If my pressure were too big, if I were you, but you never seen. So, our plans, right here. So as we go into the structure, because one of the structures can only just maintain the process, that one of the structures are contains any other buildings and all bases.